righty. Well, give you a little bit about me. My name is Bill Hoffmann. I have been in this industry 33 years. It's tough for me to even admit that I've been in the industry for 33 years because I feel like I'm still in my 30s, right? But I've had a lot of success in it. And I want you to understand how I got started here with Snap, okay? For the last 15 years, have been involved in the consulting and handling the credit card processing for network marketing companies. So people usually call me first whenever a company's getting ready to get started or they're growing and they need some help and things like that. So I was shown Snap Delivered. I ended up calling up a couple of the founders, Paul Michael and Tony Swantek. And we had a chat and we talked, and I'd already joined underneath the free app because why not download the free app, right? A good buddy of mine has sent it to me. But I can tell you that over the last 15 years in consulting, I never joined companies. Just don't do it. Because I always said I have to stay impartial. I have to stay independent. But you know what? When I saw what we were doing here, I said, you know what? This reminds me of the other two really big hits I had, where we weren't asking for any money. We were just asking people to shift where they were spending their money. One was in the long distance. We just asked people to get off of AT&T or MCI and go with us. We became the 4th largest long distance carrier in the United States. Of course, long distance disappeared. I got involved in the travel business, and we were the first online travel company in the world. Oops, sorry about that. Well, we weren't asking people to take a vacation to buy something from us that they weren't already going to do. We just said, hey, next time you're going to go look up for your vacation online, would you look at my site too? And as long as I'm the same price or less expensive, I mean, it's the same Maui, it's the same Cancun, it's the same Florida or Vail or wherever they were going on vacation, why not use me? And you know what? We became the 11th largest travel company in the world. I did the same thing building a company in the energy business. We're just asking people, instead of paying them, pay us. You still got your same energy, the same electricity, same natural gas. We just saved them some money. So the bottom line is, when I saw Snap Delivered, it's a free app. It's going to go viral. I said, this is going to be amazing. So let me talk a little bit about our company. We've been around since June of this year. We actually weren't going to launch until January 15th of 2022, right? That's when we were actually going to launch the company. But what happened was a few people like myself came involved in the business. And we said, you got to get going. Come on, let's go out there. This is a land grab. Let's go out and get as many restaurants. Let's do this. Let's do that. And we started pushing the envelope a little bit. So I want you to understand, you are very, 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 very early. All the great mechanisms that we're going to have. I mean, we can sign up restaurants, we can sign up drivers, and we can sign up customers. But we're only in 7 cities right now. So you need to go open up that city by getting 10 restaurants, 10 drivers within a 5-mile radius, and you can have your city open. This industry is $107 billion and growing. Capitalize on this projected 100% growth by 2025. The industry is going to double, disrupting the major players in the industry. So let's talk a little bit about the industry. The revenue for this year is 136 billion for the year. Again, Forbes says it's going to go up to over 200 billion by 2025. So 60% of the US consumers order, deliver, or takeout once a week. 74% of millennials report a preference for delivery. 87% of Americans who use third-party food delivery service agree that it makes their life easier. And digital ordering has gone up 300% since 2014. If you've ever wanted to be in the right place at the right time in an industry that's growing, you're here now. So the industry players, I'm sure you've seen them: DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, Postmate, Waiter, Delivery.com, Eat Street, Caviar. They all do the same thing. They charge between 20 and 40% to the restaurant. See, as a customer, we don't always see that. But they're charging the restaurants that in order to deliver them. All right. We're doing it different. See, we've got a whole different spin on it where we're taking care of the restaurants. We take care of our customers, we take care of our drivers too, but we're helping out the restaurants, which are making us become the preferred delivery service for those restaurants. All right, let's use an example here. The average restaurant nationally does between 30 and 60 orders a day through the delivery services, those third party. We're just going to use 20 as an example. At $38.98, which is a $40 average, that's $284,000 in annual sales. It costs the restaurant $99,593 just to have their food delivered. Okay, well, let's look at what it would cost with us. Same 20 orders, 7,300 total orders for the year, $14,000 in annual fees. So we still sold the 284 for them, delivered that much. That's an $84,000 saving, almost $85,000. Let me ask you this, whether you know restaurants or not. I know you've been in them, and sometimes the service is a little slow because they can't find help or they can't afford to get new help on there, right? Well, what do you think $84,000 a year in savings might allow restaurants to do? See, we're helping them out. So this just gives an example. All of them charge between 20 and 40%. There's usually restaurant commission fees. Restaurants aren't paid quickly, nor are the drivers. And then there's usually a 3% to 30% service charge that they all charge. Well, there are no restaurant commission fees with us. We charge a flat $2 rate. Restaurants get paid quickly. Drivers get paid instantly. And there are zero hidden fees for the customers. It's just a better way to do things. I can't even see why any restaurant would not go with this. All righty. So it's better for the restaurants, tired of paying all that money. Better for the drivers because now they actually have a stake in the game. They're a part of the business. They can go out and refer customers. Remember, it's a free app. They can refer other restaurants and they can refer other drivers. So they actually can have a vested interest in Snap Deliver. And then, of course, it's a better experience for the customers because they can do the same thing. They can refer other customers, refer other drivers, and refer other restaurants and get paid for it. This is a referral business where you just share it with people, kind of like going to see a new movie that you love and telling people about it. Imagine getting paid for it. Well, here you get a chance to do that. Today, I'm up in Cape Cod, and Andrea went out there and got 3 restaurants, 4 with the one that she has to go meet once she gets back from Florida, right? The restaurants love it. One restaurant, actually a convenience store that does sandwiches and Indian food, had never used them, but wanted ours because it's only $2. See? So snapdeliver.com team has a diverse background of entrepreneurship and skills. They built multi-billion-dollar companies in the past, recruited and trained sales teams of hundreds of thousands of people worldwide, experienced management team with over 100 years of business experience, and specializing in market disruption, being involved in a market that's already blossoming and then just doing it better. So I'm going to talk a little bit about these 3. I've met them all personally. Paul, I'm going to use an example. He's our CEO, but let me tell you my take, because I've been in this industry 33 years. I've been fortunate to be able to recruit millions of people into my organizations. I've dealt with every personality type there possibly is. And here's what I'm going to tell you my take when I tell you about those 3. Paul Michael, and he'll tease you and say his parents, named him that, the Michael, right? Which is always spelled wrong, right? When anybody hears that, right? But Paul is incredibly passionate, excited about what it's going to do for so many people, what it's going to do for restaurants. He is a funny guy, hilarious, like doesn't take himself too serious. There's a great video out there that really kind of highlights that it shows him 8 years ago tripping up steps, and then at our last event he tripped up steps by accident, all accidental too, by the way. But the bottom line is he doesn't take himself too serious. Yet I'm going to tell you, this is his baby. And here's what I would say with Paul. If I was in a combat and I had to have somebody in my foxhole, I'd want Paul to be there, because he is one committed dude. You don't see that too often with people. A lot of times people have great ideas, and this is Paul's baby. But you know what? They don't have the passion and the drive and the willing to do whatever it takes. I mean, Paul was delivering restaurant food in the area so that they could launch this thing. That's incredible to think the CEO was doing that. So the next guy is Anthony Swantek. I call him Tony. That's what everybody always calls him. Tony's very successful. They've been friends forever. Tony actually owns a delivery service. He's the largest franchise holder for a company called delivery.com. They sold their business, a portion of it, that had hit the Fortune, the Forbes 500 list, right? I mean, unbelievably successful. Tony's the guy that, now we both play pickleball. If you don't know what pickleball is, go Google it. But the bottom line is, I can call him about that, talk to him about all kinds of things as our friendship has built like it has with Paul. But when it comes to business, I got to get on his calendar, because the guy is a regimented, very deliberate about what he's doing on a daily basis. He runs several different companies. Snap, as the COO, I feel 1,000% confident that he's got it under control, exactly going down the steps that we need to do to not only be this company that in the United States, but roll out to all the other countries that the delivery services are there. He's done it in the past. They both have direct sales backgrounds and very successful in building your network marketing type companies. So we've got the best of both worlds. They understand business, they've ran successful businesses and are running successful businesses, and they have the direct sales model, and they've been very successful there. Now, Garrett, he's new from my standpoint, right? Those guys have all been friends forever. Garrett runs restaurants. And I mean, he's opened up, I think over, if the number was right, I hope it was, but it was up over 100 restaurants that he's opened up. And I got to see him in action, not only with our company, but in the restaurants that he's running right now. And let me tell you something about him. As our chief financial officer, to be able to go through what restaurants went through with the pandemic and all the things that they had to deal with, all the changes they had to make, and yet he ran a profitable business. He understands. He's one of these guys that I saw him putting away tables, putting away chairs, running stuff into the restrooms, like if they needed new paper towels. I saw him helping out the kitchen, the guy's hands-on. So we've got three people that aren't just telling us what to do. They've actually done it, and they're experts in that field. So feel very confident with this. All right. It's a free app, people. This is a referral business. Today, I signed up 4 customers. You should be signing up customers all the time. Everybody starts out as a free customer. And we earn 20% on all the personal referrals, whether it's a restaurant customer or a driver. If you choose and you want to be a manager where you can actually start building a team and having an organization underneath you, then it makes sense to spend the $295. I think of it as a licensing fee for the year. Then you can start overriding through what we have as a 5-level payout. It's kind of like building an insurance agency or building a real estate agency, okay? Where you can actually bring other people on that are going to be doing the same thing. And your market is the entire United States, soon to be the world, okay? All right, there's 4 ways to earn money. Refer some customers, refer some drivers, and refer some restaurants. And then, of course, there's the manager. But no matter what, everybody starts out as a customer. If they want to be a driver, then they download the driver app. They want to be a restaurant, then we enroll them in our restaurant platform. And then, of course, if they want to upgrade from the customer to the manager, they just hit a button on there that says Business Builder, and they pay the $299, and now they get to participate in the entire comp plan. All right. This is something that I've been consulting for 15 years now. Been involved in this industry 33 years. I love this. See, as a free customer, every time a restaurant that you signed up delivers an order, meaning fulfills it, you make 40 cents. Every time a customer that you signed up places an order, you make $1. And it doesn't matter if you've moved up to the manager, the supervisor, the director, or the executive, the top position of our company. Everybody is paid the same. See, I already think of myself as an executive. But the thing I like about that is I bring in a brand new person. They go out and sign up a restaurant. They make the exact same amount as I would if I signed up that restaurant or I signed up that customer. That's what you call fair. It's a well thought out compensation plan. So if you went out there and helped 10 restaurants start saving money and having Snap Delivered do their deliveries, and they're doing 20 orders a day, that's 6,000 orders per month times 40 cents, you would make $2,400 a month. You know, when I look at that number, I'm a huge numbers guy. My degree's in accounting. I love numbers. Let me tell you something. People work 40 plus years out of their life to get Social Security that they say is going to run out pretty soon. And most never get $2,400. The average is around $1,380 after 40 years. I'm willing to bet most of you on this call in the next month could go out and get 10 restaurants. They're already using those other services. We're just going to add another one. And they don't have to quit using those other ones. They just add us. And as we build that business, we hope to become the preferred delivery service. All right. So this is just as an example. There is no guarantee, but I love looking at these numbers. See, everybody gets 20%. So you go out and get 10 restaurants and 10 drivers. They're all doing 20 orders a day, 20 orders delivered by each of those 10 drivers, and 20 orders fulfilled by the restaurants. You're making $3,600 a month. That's a good income for most people, but it's a really great income for a part-time job, part-time opportunity here. Now, as a manager, you can start overriding as you start bringing in other people, you actually start earning 10% on everything that they do. Okay, not as a manager, that's even as a free customer, right? You can start doing that from that standpoint, right? And you teach them to do exactly what you did. So you went out and got 10 restaurants and 10 drivers. You taught them to do the same thing. Now you got 30 drivers and 30 restaurants. Now you're making $5,400. That has nothing to do with your $3,600. That'd be in addition to. And remember, they're all just doing 20 orders a day. Well, let's look at your third level. Now you've helped those three each get 3. So now you got 9 people on your second level, and all they're doing is going out and getting those 10 restaurants each and 10 drivers each for a total of 90 drivers and 90 restaurants. You're now making $8,100 per month on that second level. That is only, 13 people on your team, including yourself. We add all this up because these are all in addition to the $3,600, the $5,400, and the $8,100. That's $17,100 per month. Now, I don't know what you're going to make. That's going to be entirely up to you and how much effort you put into this, and are you able to build a team? If you can, and I want you to understand, there are people right now in my organization that I've seen, that I know, that are on track doing this and more. Now, nobody's making $17,100 yet a month, but I'm going to tell you something. As the restaurants come on board and we get them all into the system, you're going to see people making this all the time. And then it won't be a theory. It'll be, look what Susie's doing. Look what Tom's doing. Look what Alex is doing. Look what Alyssa's doing. See, this is a great, great business where you can refer this to your mother, your aunt, your best friend, your teacher, one of your students, anybody, and they can refer other people to it on a free app and make money on that 20% for their first level. It's a powerful, powerful business. All righty. We've got great training and support. We do a 3 p.m. a call all about restaurants. We can have restaurants and managers on that call, and they kind of talk through the process. We also have Taco Tuesday, which is designed for managers and above only, really kind of talking about the intricacies of building a team and what's going on, and then kind of a recap of what's going on every week as we're growing into new markets. Then every Monday and Thursday, we do an opportunity overview at 9 o'clock at night. Julius Williams did an incredible job on Monday night. And then, of course, I'll be handling all these Thursday nights. We have marketing materials and support. We did a kickoff a month ago at the home office. And I believe I heard in January, we're going to have one out in the West Coast. And then, of course, we have on our YouTube channel, the Snap Delivered YouTube channel, every video that you can possibly think of. You want to become an expert? Go watch those videos. Another way to become an expert is go out there and talk to some restaurants. Go talk to some drivers. Start enrolling customers. It's a free app. Everything is tracked to yours. It's fantastic. All righty. So delivering success to your door. I want to leave it with this. In my 33 years of being in this industry, whether it was building a team or whether it was consulting with companies, I believe when you can get with the right company at the right time and you're early, remember, we weren't even going to launch till January 15th, right? So all the bells and whistles will be out as we grow this company, right? We won't be the same company 6 months from now that we are today, or a year from now that we are from 6 months from now. We're constantly getting better and better and better with more tools and more things to help you grow your business. But if you catch the right company at the right time in an industry that just makes sense and is growing, and you're not asking anybody for any money, I'm going to tell you something. If you just roll up your sleeves and go to work, I promise you, this will be the best chance for you to have success. I want you to get back with whoever invited you to this call. I want to thank you for taking the time. I apologize for getting a little winded. I know it's 9:23. I said I was going to be doing it in 20 minutes, but have a great rest of your week. God bless you, and make it a personal goal to get 10 customers over the weekend. 10 customers. I want you to get restaurants too and drivers, but I want you, all of you that are on this call, even if you just started tonight, to get 10 customers. Thank you. God bless, and have a fantastic, fantastic weekend.